There is a surge and rise in a number of hybrid vehicles in the Kenyan market, and that raises a questions a number of people have been asking themselves, or they usually call us and ask, should I buy a hybrid vehicle or should I maintain with the non-hybrid or the standard gasoline engine? Now, that depends with a number of things. What are you looking for? If you're somebody looking for a better fuel economy, a car that doesn't consume a lot of fuel, then definitely you're going to go for the hybrid engine. Now, on the other hand, if you just want a car and you're not very sure about buying a hybrid engine, don't let it get to your head. Go for the non-hybrid. You'll enjoy either way. But if your priority is fuel economy, then a hybrid engine would be a better option for you. If you are having a hard time on choosing whether to buy a hybrid engine or a regular engine, then probably you should watch this video to the end, because I'm going to tell you some of the good things about the hybrid engine and some of the cons or the bad things about a hybrid engine. In overall, my answer is yes, you should always go for a hybrid engine, and if you think otherwise, then you could go for the regular one. Point number one, fuel economy. Hybrid engines are known for their excellent fuel economy. Let us look at the example of the 2017 Toyota Crown Athlete S. That is a 2.5 liter V6 engine that gives you an average of 13.4 kilometers per liter on the standard engine. If you look at the Crown Athlete S hybrid, the fuel economy comes down to 23 kilometers per liter. And if you are going to drive your car conservatively, then you would even get up to 25 kilometers per liter. That shows you how the hybrid engine really helps to cut down on the fuel economy. A hybrid car has an electric motor with the regular combustion engine. These two work in unison to give you a better fuel economy. And how does that work? The hybrid engine helps to move the vehicle, especially at low moving speeds or when idling in traffic. So these keep the engine at low RPMs, and at times the engine doesn't need to work harder to burn fuel. This less fuel that is being burned by the engine, and at times no fuel at all is being burned, help you to conserve fuel. Okay. Another reason why you should always go for the hybrid engine is environmental conservation. Now, because of the issues with climate changing, global warming, and a number of factors, most manufacturers are going to start producing electric vehicles very soon, and right now they are dealing with hybrid engines as they head towards full electric vehicles. Now, to get in line with the standards of reduced emissions, the hybrid engines helps to meet that. And how does that happen? Hybrid engines burn less fuel, which means there will be less emissions. Okay. Hybrid vehicles typically produce fewer emissions, making them environmentally friendly as compared to the regular combustion engine, which burn more fuel and in turn produce higher greenhouse gases, which in turn also will lead to more global warming and air pollution. So in line with the environmental conservation projects and all that, most car manufacturers are going to produce hybrid vehicles. So as soon as you start owning these hybrid vehicles, you get conversant with them, and it becomes even more comfortable for you guys, because where we are heading, definitely in the near future, all cars will be hybrid, and at some point in time, we all know that there will be only electric vehicles. Either that, if that will come to happen or it doesn't happen. Right now we are dealing with the hybrid engines. That should be another point for you to note. Another thing that you should always consider before you buy a hybrid engine is the resale value. Now, this is a point of discussion because this is quite of controversy. Hybrid vehicles tend to hold their value better than the regular cars. I don't know if that is true or not, but some people say hybrid cars have a very good resale value. Some people say they lose their resale value after some time. Now that comes down to the buyer. Do you want a hybrid vehicle, or would you go for the regular gasoline engine? Now, for me, I would say hybrid engines have a very good resale value because they are more desirable because right now we are heading towards environmental conservation. So most people, or in the near future, most people will be going for the hybrid vehicles, and then at the moment they are less common. So by the time people are starting to buy these hybrid vehicles, it will be easy for you to sell a hybrid car. That's a point of discussion, so we are not going to talk more about it. It comes down to personal preference. You want a hybrid vehicle, you want a non-hybrid, yeah, that's it. Now, the pros for the hybrid engine are those three: environmental conservation, the biggest of them all being fuel economy, and also the resale value. When going for the hybrid engine, there are a number of challenges that of course you are going to incur. Number one is maintenance. Another point is a limited electric range for the plug-in hybrids, and then you have expensive spare parts when it comes down to repairing them. Now let us talk about maintenance. In terms of maintenance, we are majorly talking about the complexity in the combination of an electric engine and the regular combustion engine. This gives more parts, which becomes a challenge to the mechanics who are going to repair them, because most of them, like here in Kenya, most of them we don't have skilled personnel or very well trained mechanics to handle the electric or the hybrid engines. When it comes to replacement, of course you're going to incur a number of charges for you to buy the electric engine, or to buy the not the electric engine, to buy the replacement pack for the hybrid battery system. And this also, to put it back, it's going to cost you quite some money. The mechanics are going to make some good money from you when you take these cars for repairs from them. Now, another challenge about these hybrid cars is the stereotypes or the myths that we know as Kenyans. Most people, they don't believe in hybrid engines. Some people say they are prone to breaking down, yet some of them don't own these hybrid cars. Unajua huko Kenya, most people buy cars after listening to stories from individuals. Yeah, of course, we've also heard of stories of people saying some cars are reliable. Some of them are not reliable, yet some of those people who are giving these stories don't own those vehicles. So when you're about to buy a hybrid vehicle, make sure you research, make sure that the car that you're going to buy is exactly what you want and what sits right in your mind. If you are having second thoughts about buying a hybrid engine, it's still lazima. You can always go for the non-hybrid until when you think it is the right time for you to buy a hybrid engine. Another thing, pricing. Right now, hybrid engines kidogo, in some car brands, hybrid are more expensive. In some car brands, hybrid are a little bit cheaper. Let us look at Toyota Fielder. Toyota Fielder hybrid is way cheaper than Toyota Fielder non-hybrid. Toyota Fielder Grade G non-hybrid goes for 1.8 million shillings. Toyota Fielder Grade G hybrid goes for 1.7 million shillings. On the other hand, if you look at Honda Fit hybrid goes for 1.55 million shillings at the moment. Honda Fit non-hybrid goes for 1.3 million shillings. So we get a little bit of a difference in terms of the pricing depending on the car model or the car maker. Some car makers give very good prices for their hybrid engines. Some car makers give exorbitant prices for their hybrid engine. So the main points to note is, if you're going to buy a hybrid engine, the best thing that is going to come out of it is fuel economy and environmental conservation. The biggest challenge that you're going to face is, over time, hybrid batteries can degrade and may need to be replaced, which is always costly. Another point is complexity. The combination of two powertrains, that is the gasoline and electric engine, can lead to more complex maintenance and potential repair issues for unskilled mechanics. Another point is limited performance. Some hybrid vehicles may not offer the same levels of performance as to the regular petrol engines in terms of acceleration and towing capacity. So I think that is some of the things that you must always note. If you have some more questions or if you have some points that you want to add to, kindly do that in at the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share for more. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.